we are all one, right? If you have an itch on your arm, you itch it. If the world is one body together, all the things that are going wrong are broken legs and diseases upon the world. Say the world is a body. Like all the war, that's like a clogged artery of the heart. Like something major has got to be done about it. Just like you work out, you take care of things like that, you have to do work amongst yourself. So if we are all one big body, the world, I'm saying, follow me here. Some of us, like the part of your body that says, no, I don't feel like working out. And there's a part of your body that says, I do feel like working out. Eventually you get to the point where you love working out, and that's a later on thing. But in this analogy, I'm using that as some people want to cause harm. But deep down underneath all that wanting to cause harm, it's just because they disagree with somebody else. But if we could all agree that the conclusion should be, we agree it makes sense not to kill each other, no matter what. We don't kill each other. Then we agree to work together on the key essential things, which would be eating healthy, being active, being truthful, being loving, having adequate sleep and water. And of course, coverage and structure so that we don't get, from the elements like the weather. But we don't need all this super huge, amazing stuff just to show off what we can do. I mean, it's cool to have, but we need to keep the mind frame that means, or that knows that those are just, accessories. Those don't mean anything. All those accessories to life aren't what life is about. I mean, life is about experiencing everything, but you can't experience everything if you're living on the outside being like, ooh, until I have that, I'll be happy. Like if you have that and you're happy before you have it and you have it, you experience it from a different point of view, a different level of mind. It's awesome. And I'm getting to that point where everything is so amazing to me. And I keep saying amazing because there's not enough words. Words are just these syllables that can always mess up the message if you try to say things too in depth. I mean, I wish I knew all these crazy, amazing words so I could blow people's minds with the things I have to say, but the things I'm feeling, when I get them out into the words I can find for them, it's going to be plenty enough for everyone to understand what I'm saying and to feel what I'm saying. And when I say everyone, of course there's always going to be people that disagree or whatever, but the funny thing is I'm talking about from a place where we all are, a place where we all are. Everyone loves something. Everyone has this deep down wonder of why, the three whys. Why am I here? Why is this happening? And why can't I be better? And those are like the three things that people want to do. They want to know what's the reason. They want to know, they want the best for themselves. So it's a continuous over and over. You get something and you don't stop there. You're not like, oh, I want to be in good shape. Then you get in good shape and say, cool, I was there, I'll let it go. You maintain it, and you try to even improve it more. You just always try to improve. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. That's sort of our gift, to have the choice of wanting more, doing more, having more, experiencing more. I mean, it's within the boundaries of mentality. If you are hoarding everything for yourself and not sharing, and you have an apple tree with 500 apples in your yard, and somebody asks for an apple, and you say no. Even if I saw somebody picking an apple from a tree in my yard, I'd say, have a couple more, take some for your family, because it's that fear of not having enough, or a fear of being judged, or a fear of something that people have. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting it. It's all popping in my head in a way that it's coming to me without me thinking about it. It's just happening. And I think everyone needs to understand it. It's not just meditation. It's my mind and my heart and my feelings and the place that I'm at in my life that has brought me to where this is. And my life has gone on forever. I always used to say to people that I've lived thousands of lives. And I sound silly saying that to most people, but I have. And I can't sit there and talk them out or like explain each one or anything like that. But sometimes I do have, like everyone has deja vu and stuff like that. But there's just this feeling inside me that knows that I have this gift or this presence about me that is sometimes too extreme for people. And I came up with this new little saying today that, you can't uplift people if they can't lift what you're giving them. And what I mean by giving them is, like, say you give them, when people say, wow, that's heavy, like that's really heavy, the conversation or that topic is a heavy topic. And if it's too heavy for people to quote unquote lift, then you can't uplift them. So all I'm saying is that the central thing is, if we all work together, and if we reproduced, in a coordinated fashion, and we made sure, say, the government regulates all these things, say if everyone could agree to work on, keeping the land fertile and productive so that we could grow foods, and, we loved the animals, and when they got old or something like that, or couldn't move or whatever, then we had meat, not meat because we just slaughter mass amounts. We sort of recycle them, not when they get sick, because when it gets to the point where we'll get through love, sickness will vanish. I see that. And then in this weird science fiction story I have in my mind, it's like, what if somebody did find a way to communicate to people that we could all work together and be one, as in a body, the world, one universal body. And then eventually, when you're always tested, you have to have the bad to understand the good. And I think I've gone through enough bad, and I've gone through some extreme bad, and to act the way that I do around people, they wouldn't think I've been through anything, because I'm just such a happy guy. But I've always been happy underneath, because I've really felt that I've always felt this spiritual being inside myself on a level that most people can't say none, because there's people who know it more than me and understand it more and can use laws of attraction and universal laws and stuff that I don't even understand yet. But they don't just appeal to me, they are correct. I know they're right, because they're the only things that happen on their own naturally, Our thoughts get in the way, and when you shut your thoughts off, things really start happening naturally, and you start understanding everything in nature. And then you understand what God and creation and all that stuff really is. Not some being, not some form. You can't put a form to the formless. So God doesn't condemn anybody. God gives you the right to choose things. And your experience is based off of you and your decisions and the outcome of your decisions and the experience and what you take of it and how you become. Everything is an experience. You have the right to experience what you experience, but you have to be ready for the repercussions of the things you do. Anyway, I'm running out of time on this phone, and it's almost full, so I'm wrapping this up.